You know, we all want to live these long, amazing lives. But let's be honest, as we get older, sometimes it feels like we're just fighting to keep up. Well, today we're going to dive deep into the science of aging and uncover a really surprising connection that holds the key to staying strong and healthy well into our golden years. Have you ever asked yourself this, or maybe you've noticed it with your parents or loved ones? A simple cold just seems to hang on for weeks. A little injury takes forever to heal, and you just feel more fragile. Is that just an unavoidable part of getting older? Or is there something else going on right under the surface?
Well, it turns out the answer isn't just about bad luck. Nope, science has actually uncovered this deep, interconnected relationship between parts of our body we would never, ever think to link together. And really understanding this connection, that's the first step to taking back control.
Okay, so to get started, we need to look at our body's main defense force. I want you to think of it like a protective shield that's been with you your whole life. But what happens when that shield starts to get a few cracks in it?
That shield, of course, is our immune system. It's this incredible, complex network of cells and proteins that stands guard against all the bad guys, viruses, bacteria, you name it. When that shield is strong, we're golden. But when it weakens, well, the gates are kind of left wide open.
And right here, this is where we find that surprising connection I was talking about. For decades, we just thought of muscles as being for, moving around and lifting things. But what we're learning now is that our muscles are actually one of the most important regulators of our immune shield.
See, as we get older, we all go through this natural process called sarcopenia. It's a fancy word, but all it means is the gradual loss of muscle. It's the reason why opening a jar or climbing stairs can get tougher. But its impact goes way beyond just feeling a bit weaker.
So, at the exact same time, our immune system is doing its own aging thing, and that's called immunosenescence. Basically, our immune cells get a little lazy, they're slower to respond, and the whole defense network just isn't as sharp as it used to be. And this is where those two processes smash right into each other.
And this right here, this is the heart of the whole issue. These things are locked in a nasty, vicious cycle. So sarcopenia, or muscle loss, means our muscles are sending out fewer immune-boosting signals. This just speeds up immunosenescence, the weakening of our immune system. Then, a weaker immune system leads to this constant low-level inflammation. Some folks call it inflammaging. And guess what? That inflammation makes muscle loss even worse. It's a downward spiral. Weaker muscles lead to a weaker immune system, which then makes our muscles even weaker.
Okay, but here is the really good news. We can absolutely break this cycle. And the first pillar of our strategy starts with what's right on our plate, using nutrition to regenerate from the inside out.
Let's start with the number one most important nutrient for fighting this cycle, protein. Here's the crazy part. As we get older, our bodies actually become less efficient at using protein to build muscle. So paradoxically, older adults need more protein than younger people just to stay even. The general recommendation is right around 60 to 70 grams a day.
So this table breaks it all down. What does a plate built for strength and immunity really look like? Well, you need quality protein, think lean meat, fish, tofu, because those are the literal building blocks for your muscles and for the antibodies your immune system relies on. Then you've got your complex carbs like brown rice to give you that slow burn energy. And healthy fats, especially omega-3s, are absolutely critical for fighting that chronic inflammation we just talked about. And of course, a whole rainbow of fruits and veggies to deliver antioxidants to protect your cells.
And we can't forget the little guys, the micronutrients. They become so important. Vitamin D isn't just for your bones. It's a powerhouse for regulating your immune system. Zinc is crucial for making new immune cells. And please don't forget probiotics, because up to 80% of your entire immune system is actually located in your gut. A healthy gut is literally the foundation for a healthy immune shield.
Okay, so nutrition is the fuel, but the engine that truly rebuilds our muscle and recharges our immune system, that's movement. Seriously, it's not a chore, it's one of the most powerful medicines we have.
So what does this medicine look like in real life? Well, the World Health Organization recommends a three-part approach. First, strength training is non-negotiable. Using weights, bands, or even just your own body weight a couple of times a week directly fights back against sarcopenia. Second, you've got endurance or aerobic exercise, like 150 minutes of brisk walking a week. That's vital for your heart and has even been shown to make vaccines work better. And finally, things like Tai Chi or yoga improve your balance and flexibility, which helps prevent those dangerous falls.
I love this way of thinking about it. Every single time you contract your muscles when you exercise, you are actively telling them to pump out those anti-inflammatory signals we talked about. You are literally manufacturing your own internal medicine to shut down the inflammation of aging. It's a direct attack on that vicious cycle.
All right, our final pillar shifts from rebuilding our body to actively defending it. With a naturally aging immune system, we can't just wait around for an attack. We have to proactively prepare our defenses for battle.
That is the perfect analogy for what a vaccine really does. It's a safe, controlled way to train your immune system. It basically shows your immune cells a most wanted poster of a specific enemy, like the flu virus. This lets your body build up a memory of it, so if the real bad guy ever shows up, your immune system can launch a super fast, powerful response and stop you from getting really sick.
For an aging immune system, this kind of training is just essential. So the key recommended vaccines to chat with your doctor about are the annual flu shot, vaccines for pneumonia and shingles, a Tdap booster, and the newer RSV vaccine for that nasty respiratory virus. Think of this as your proactive checklist for a stronger shield.
So we've hit on nutrition, movement, and prevention. When we put all these pillars together, what's the ultimate goal we're working towards? Well, it's a concept that completely reframes how we should think about living a long life.
You see, lifespan is just the total number of years you live, but health span, that's the number of healthy, functional, independent years you get to live within that lifespan. The goal isn't just about adding more years to your life, it's about adding more life to your years. It's about having the strength to play with your grandkids, the independence to live on your own terms, and just the energy to enjoy every single moment.
And that brings us to the end. This connection between our muscles and our immune system gives us a really powerful roadmap for aging well. So the only question left is, what's one small thing you can do today to invest in your health span for tomorrow? Thanks for tuning in.